Wow. This is crazy.
Yeah, Bay on flexing, X Tesla. I'm just texting. Brand new Rari, Smith & Wesson.
What is up everyone? Today I am super excited. As you've seen in the thumbnail, we're gonna be making our first ever fish room tour where we go visit another fish keeper's fish room here local in the Georgia area. When I say local, I mean in the same state. He actually lives a little over an hour away through the countryside, but it is well worth it, guys. We're about to see some incredible fish, and one thing I want to say about this gentleman is I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw this picture of these angelfish, man, and I was just like, I gotta see them in person. And when I contacted him, he's just so nice, and it's just so cool to have someone in the hobby that's so cool and willing to let people in and see his fish room. If you're in the Georgia area and you want to open your doors for me and you want to let the channel and everyone in my channel see your fish room, your fish, how you do things, let me know down below. Contact me on Facebook, contact me on Instagram, and I'll make sure to get out there. I would love to see your fish room. I love all kinds of fish, live bears, saltwater, freshwater, whatever you might have. Let me know and we will get on that. But now let's take this trip. I gotta pick up my girlfriend first. We're gonna take this trip down to Mr. Larry's house in out in Georgia in the countryside. He is retired and he is living the dream, guys. So other than that's it pretty much. Let's get on the road. Let's go over to Larry's house and let's check out his fish. Let's get it.
Not that they're attack dogs. They can be pissed.
Oh, this is cool. Wow. This is crazy.
Little pair. Well, that's the last pair. I've had pairs before that.
And that's the platinum and this guy?
The platinum here and the smoky.
Oh, okay. And how old are they?
They're probably 3.5, 4 years old.
Nice. They're in a 125, you said?
Yeah. Big marbles I got from somebody else. I mixed them with the platinums.
These are awesome. But they're pearl scale, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
All on the pearl scale.
Is there a reason why you have this guy down here?
He's just sort of, he's not paired off right now, so just hanging out. I put 125 I use for when I'm not breeding feed. I'm not putting it
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. You got a. Is that a ram, right? Electric blue?
Yep. What
are they called?
Suriname. They're from Suriname.
Okay.
So the Suriname angels up in the eastern coast of South America.
Still skittish a bit? Or is it because the lights are...
I think just because they're wilds.
Right.
They have a little bit of red spotting up on there.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. The coloration on that one over there is just gorgeous.
So eventually I'll mix them into the line just to get some wild blood back into the line.
What does that do? Strengthens it?
What's that?
Does that strengthen the line?
Yeah. When you're line breeding, eventually you weaken the line, and so you want to mix something back into them. The wilds are strengthen the line up some.
Oh, okay. Got some discus down here. How old are these guys? Like a few months?
Yeah, they're a couple months old. I was gone for 2 weeks, and so they haven't done real well being that young.
Do you have something you do with your fish room when you leave for so long?
I pretty much shut it down. I do big water changes before I go, and just leave everything. I'd rather them go for. They can go for weeks without eating. I'd rather them go without eating than have somebody come in and mess things up.
Yeah, that's. I agree with you on that
I
one.
always shut the fish room down, basically. Those were Pisto grow outs.
Pistos. What kind?
Can you speak Latin?
No.
Batanana. I'll butcher it.
Yeah, I don't know like the species names or any of that. It kills me.
The parents are over one of the 20s over in the corner.
Okay. It looks like you have them on a 40 breeder, right?
Yeah.
Everything seems to be drilled for easy water changes.
They're all drilled,
You got everything set up for easy water changes.
Everything has a valve on the top for water to come back in.
What is this?
Those are Pistos.
More pistos. Is that a blue? No.
It's a longer name than that, but I can't even get it.
Abbreviated name. So you keep your room nice and cool. That's awesome.
That's beautiful. Bolivian ram.
Keep them in nice little planted tanks. Got some ram's horn. Is that what they are?
Yeah.
Everything's looking nice and clean. Got some more snails right there. That is awesome. These guys. Did you breed these guys yourself?
Yeah, those are from the pair in here.
From the pair in the 125?
They're right about 6.5 months old.
He looks like he has an eyebrow. That's cool. Look at those fins.
Yeah, so the Philippine blue line I have, they throw platinums, they throw smokies, they throw zebras.
Really?
So, yeah.
Very nice.
So, yeah, so all of those are siblings.
From the same batch?
Same batch, yeah.
Wow.
The bare tank with the blue background doesn't show off the coloring, but they're beautiful blue.
Yeah, but if you throw some greens in there.
Yeah. The finish is what I love the most.
Yeah, when I saw them, I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta see these guys in person. Like, these fish are amazing. They look like they have blankets. They look amazing. Down here we got the blue rams.
They're
Electric
Blue
blue
rams.
rams.
They're about 3 months old, maybe.
Nice. Really nice rams right there too.
I'm really not so much about selling as I am just enjoying breeding them and growing them out.
Take it these are the parents, right?
Yeah. Well, or they're. I don't know if those are the particular parents of these growing out, but they are a different batch.
Okay. This is a 20 tall? 20 tall?
Yes, it's 20.
Got a bunch of plants. This one looks really natural with the algae growth and everything. Probably because it's sitting right next to the door, which helps. What are these guys? These are rams too, right?
No, those are
Where are they?
They're,
Oh, I see.
Amethylania. They're Central American, South American cichlid. Some of the fish in here I grow out just to get points in the breeders program.
Right.
For the club. So that's fish I've never bred before. So
That is a really cool fish. And they use these slates to breed on them?
usually they use those mostly for the rams.
Okay.
So I had rams in there before, and I just left them in there. Those guys will dig a hole and just lay the eggs in a hole.
This is a young pair, right?
Yeah, they've had their first spawn. No wigglers.
No wigglers. Still learning.
Yeah.
Learning the
Takes a
ropes.
little while.
Yeah. What's the longest you've had an angelfish take to start, getting it right?
Sometimes it might be 8 or 10 or 12 tries before they get it figured out.
Okay. These guys are...
Usually, if I know I have fertile eggs, I'll pull them and spawn them in the tank.
Right. Okay.
Away from the parents.
This guy looks like a beautiful sailboat. With its sail just out. That is incredible.
They're about 7 months old, so they've still got some growing to do. The fins will get much bigger.
Oh, will they?
Yeah, they'll be 6 to 8 inches from top to bottom.
That is beautiful. Incredible fish. These are same batch brothers,
Yep.
or?
Yep.
And they've spawned also, or
They
no
spawned
spawns?
once.
Look at those fins. These are smoky.
Those are smokies. You can tell the smokies from the sort of the half black on the backside of them.
Right.
The Philippine blue with the partial black backside.
And then
Gives that smoky look.
they got that pearl look to them too.
Yeah, pearl scale.
That's an intense look to them. You ever do you have a display tank that you keep some of these guys?
Nope.
No.
I'm just, it would get neglected. I'm just about breeding, and so that's all I do.
Okay. Oh, look at these guys. What are these?
Those are Pisto McMasteri.
Pisto McMasterized. Oh my goodness. Got some snails in there. Got the planted tank. I guess these do better in planted tanks to breed, so you can't leave them in a...
You can put them in a bare bottom. I like them in planted tanks.
Okay.
They do well in them, but you can put them in a bare bottom. Any of the dwarf cichlids I usually keep them in a planted tank.
Okay. Any of the dwarf cichlids, 20 tall planted tank.
Yep.
What kind of soil is this?
It's eco-complete.
Eco-complete. Do you use any special lighting or just regular
Special what?
lighting?
No.
No? Okay. Moving over here, we got
I used to do high tech. I don't do any high tech, so I just any kind of light.
Okay.
Some low light plants are growing.
Yeah, I see. You got... Yeah, that's the best way to go, I guess. If you have a whole big system, the less maintenance, the better.
Those are Pisto Borellis.
Pisto Borellis.
Bill Union's the location they were caught at.
Okay. So these are wild caught themselves too, or?
Well, the original parents were Ken Davis, who's a member of the club, brought them back from Uruguay, and They've been in the club for several years now.
That's where I'm from.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm from Uruguay.
He goes twice a year and collects. And,
Really?
yeah.
I have a lot of family out there with beta. What is that? Beta.
That's the same. That's the grow out. Something on the other tank over here. That's the ones over here.
Oh,
Bare
okay,
bottom.
in the
That's
bare
the-
bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Botaniata.
Yeah. Oh, look how nice they are grown.
I didn't get all the babies out. Some of the babies are still in there. From the parents.
Right here, like this guy.
Yeah, that's one of the. That's same as the same spawn as the ones in the other tank.
That is crazy. What's this?
There's some quarries down there.
Quarries. Oh, I see them. They are hiding. Oh, they darted. Are these wild caught?
No.
No. They're darting. And we got some plants going.
Not much. They've uprooted everything. A lot of algae.
Right. Ooh. What are these guys? These are Australo heroes.
Australopithecus.
South American cichlid?
Yeah, I'm not sure for Central or South, but
Dude. I like the colors on that one.
again, it's just a fish I've never bred before, so I'm growing them out.
Trying to get some, right. Those colors are beautiful. And you only have that pair in there?
There might be another one in there hiding.
Got a bunch of plants again, and another 20 tall. Really cool looking.
Those actually came from Ken Davis. That's some of the fish I got from him.
Oh, nice. Look at these apistos.
Those are more master. There's some fry in there somewhere too. Some little young ones.
These guys, the colors are popping.
Yeah, they're pretty fish.
They're thriving in there. Really pretty good fish.
That's a little one up there.
Ooh, gotta get that before he leaves. How long does it take for them to grow out?
They're not real fast growers, so it'll be months,
Oh, okay.
months and months.
And they don't eat them, I see.
No, they're typically apistos are good parents.
Pistos are good parents. Ooh, moving on to the angelfish. These are your marbles? All marbles?
Yeah, those are actually they're a cross of the marbles in the 125 and the platinum. The big platinum's in the 125, so I crossed my line over into another marble line. Hopefully these guys will end up with the big fins that my Philippine blue line has.
How many? You probably have to cross them a few more times.
Yeah. And I'm trying to keep more platinum in them than the black, so.
Right, okay. I see there's no yellow in these at all.
No, well, they're a Philippine blue,
Okay.
so they have the blue tint to them, and the platinum comes from Philippine blue.
These guys are insane. You get any pair up yet?
I came home from the NADA show in New Jersey and saw and had eggs on the side of the tank. I had no idea who laid them. So
Who did?
these guys are only about 6 months old. They were January the 26th.
Okay.
So
What is this, a 75?
that's 75.
Nice. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fish. 2 slates, awesome. These guys are the youngins, huh? What are these red points?
Those are from the platinum, the marbles in the 125. So they're about the same age. They're about 6 months.
As these guys?
Yeah,
And they're smaller.
they're smaller.
Probably because of the quantity. These guys are really cool looking though. That one has some good fins right there. Look at his lip. That is funny. We got one more.
Get some pairs for
Right.
smaller number in the tank.
Wait, that's a sibling 2 down there? This guy, is that an Altum?
Oh, that's one of the, that's a couple of those are the Smokies, the Philippine Blues.
Oh, okay.
There's a few of the marbles.
Go like this. He was inspired.
Oh.
It was on their back and it dropped out.
These are super cool fish. Oh my goodness, look at that guy. I could see him in a nice planted tank. He would look incredible. First spawn too, you said?
First spawn.
You're about to get pretty packed, aren't you?
I won't keep all the spawns.
Right. So you do a lot of culling and stuff?
Yeah, and I can't, I'm limited. The size of the fish room is it, so I can only grow out what I have tanks for.
No, I completely understand that. Taking care of the little eggs.
They laid eggs yesterday, about a day and a half ago, so don't know if they're fertile or not yet. They still look pretty good. So
Yeah, they're still looking good.
fingers crossed.
They have eggs?
Yeah, looking. That's the first spawn. They laid eggs yesterday, I guess.
What kind of discus are these guys? I know nothing about
That
discus.
one is a Pura cross, and the one on the right is a Golden Bay Samurai. They're actually the Golden Bay Samurai is a grow out from the pair further down.
Okay.
So it's,
And for reference, this thing is probably as big as a softball, if not bigger.
a typical discus should be 6 to 7 inches.
How big do you think that guy is?
It's about 6 inches.
Yeah, that guy's huge.
Mouth to the tip of the tail. And those two are siblings. The tank next to them is the parents. Those two that are grown out. They've actually got wigglers. So
They got wigglers?
That's their first spawn, second spawn, so they're a proven pair now. Yeah,
And-
there's just maybe just a few wigglers
Oh, I
there.
see him, yeah.
Most of the eggs were bad, not fertile, but and like just like angels, it may take them 6 or 7 times before they
Yeah, they're getting
and
right.
male's young. So
So you know which one's the male and the female here?
pretty sure the female is the small one, the male's the big one. That's the
Female.
Yeah, that's the male.
And why do you put a cage like that?
I wanted to prove them. And discus like angels will eat eggs.
Okay.
So I wanted to give a chance to see if the eggs were fertile or not. So I caged them. I don't typically cage them because discus normally end up being great parents, but it might take them 6 or 8 tries. So
What do they call that when they have that pattern?
well, the one turned sideways to you is a Pura cross. It's a wild cross. The one looking at you is a Lonker F1, so it's one generation away from wild.
You want to breed though, right? Like it's better to have a F1.
Well, wilds can be hard to breed, so an F1 is one step easier.
This one's very nice. The one in the front. I like the black stripes. These are the super reds, right?
Yeah, they're still young, growing them out to hopefully get a breeding pair out of them.
Oh yeah. But they're what, 2 inches?
Probably about that, yeah.
And you got a few pleco caves. That's all they need. You ever do driftwood for them?
I have, yeah.
Yeah. They just poop more, I guess, right? Yeah. Yeah, whenever I have a pleco on the tank, I make sure there's no driftwood. They just tear it up, start pooping everywhere. Alright, so these are, what'd you say?
A Lonker
A Lonker F1s.
So the fry is F2 now. Look at that.
They're actually the parents of the 75 back here with the little small discs in it. They're actually, this was their first spawn.
Oh, really?
That's their second spawn.
Nice.
They
Look at
finally
the
got it
feed.
figured out.
That is
They
incredible.
were born on 7/21, so they're just about 10 days old. Week old, 10 days old from that. Still feeding off the parents.
Yeah, that is incredible just to watch that. And how they're just sitting there peacefully taking it.
They will for about 2 or 3 weeks, and then they get to where they've had enough, and they'll shake them off. And,
That's when you're like, I gotta pull them.
yeah.
To start eating them.
They won't eat them, but they will get real annoyed.
That is incredible. That is one of the most beautiful fish I've ever seen in person when it comes to discus.
And they get fed baby brine shrimp also.
The parents do?
No, the babies.
Oh, the babies? Okay. Incredible. Here you have some growouts,
Yeah, some more platinums.
some more platinums. You've got the fish room that some people could only dream of, man. Look at those angel fish. How old are these guys?
They're about 6 months old.
6 months old. That is awesome. It's a bunch of them too. What do you feed them?
They get freeze-dried black worms. They get tetracolor granules. They get a food I bring in from a exporter out of Malaysia. They get some flakes.
A little bit of everything. A little bit of everything.
Guys, if you made it this far, thank you very much. This was an incredible video. Really hard for me to edit. It was super long and full of incredible fish. And I know if you made it this far, you're a true fan of the fish and a true supporter of my channel. So once again, thank you very much, guys. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up. If you really want me to do stuff like this more often, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and I'll try to search for some more fish rooms to go visit, see who else has some cool fish around here in the area, in the Georgia area. Soon enough, I'll be traveling out of state to go pick up some fish, and I'll get some footage of that for you guys so you can see that. But till then, we will be doing what we do down here. So guys, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and you're watching this video and you've made it this far. What are you doing? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification. But until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.